Hello guys. Could be a long video. I'm not sure how long it's gonna go, but I wanted to do a video just to pay tribute to my car that I've had for a long time. That's it right here. It's a Corolla, 1995 model. I don't know what color it is, but I thought it was a really nice color when all the time that I had it. It's like a bluey green, but right now it looks a bit blue, I think. But in the sunlight, it looks kind of green. You can't see it from the front here, but I'm gonna use my iPhone flashlight app. Yeah, that's the front. Do you see that? I don't know if you get it. So that's what it looks like. Yep, that's my car. I'd pretty much say this was my first car. Like when I first got my license, I drove the family car a little bit, which was a Camry. But this was then I went to uni, and for the first year I took public transport. It was in Bundoora, and I live in Springvale, so it's like an hour and a half by public transport. So we got a car in the second year, so that I could get to uni a little bit quicker and stuff. It was really good. And so I think it was second hand. I got it second hand, and it had only I forgot how many kilometers it had. I think like 17,000 kilometers. So it didn't have many kilometers on it. And basically I didn't even choose it. Like I just my brother and my dad organized everything, and you know, they found the car, and then I just paid it with a student loan throughout uni. I think I paid it for 3 years, and then I had paid it off, and that was it. And I love this car. So I'm trying to calculate, like I probably got this car when I was maybe 19 years old, and I'm 35 now, so that makes this car, I've had this car 29 plus 6, 16 years, something like that. So 95. It sounds about right. Roughly around that. It's been a long time I've had this car, and most of the time that I've had this car, people have always, my family, my friends, and all that stuff, have always been telling me, get a new car, but I didn't want a new car because I just wanted a car that got me from point A to point B with no fuss, and this car always did that. Like I never ever had a problem with it. And like I didn't know it at the time. Like now I keep hearing people saying, oh, Corollas have a really good reputation, they're really reliable and stuff, and but I just know from experience that that's the case, just from having one. I love it. And the reason I'm doing this, so you can see the dashboard and stuff. I've got my phone, okay, I'll show you how many kilometers. There's 277,000 kilometers. And I got it when it had 17,000 kilometers. So that's a lot of traveling I've done with this car. Yeah, so this could be a long video, because I want it, because well, the thing is, the gasket has broken or something like that, and so when it drives, it shudders a lot, and also it stops sometimes. And the reason that happened, I think it's my fault, because I think about a year ago, I got sleepy, and I at the traffic lights, I accidentally bumped into the back of another car. So the front of my car got crushed a lot. But and actually the mechanic said it's probably not worth fixing it, you know. But I still fixed it and kept it, and it kept going for another year. But in the last 6 months or so, it's been a bit harder because the engine shudders a lot, and it worries me when I drive. So and I feel bad, like I don't want to pick up my friends and stuff because I don't know if I'll be able to make the trip. So it has gotten to the point, and hills are really hard. When there's a steep hill, the car really struggles. But I don't know if the gasket thing would have fixed it, you know. But what's happening is my sister is going to get a new car, and I'm going to buy her Corolla, which she's had since 2011, I think. So it's just a few years old. So I'm going to buy that off her. And so with another car, I just definitely wanted a Corolla. Like, just because I know Corolla's going to be reliable and stuff. And that's what I want in the car. So I would have really loved to have driven this car forever, and but it wasn't to be. But you know, you know, like when you normally get a new car or something, you're like really excited and stuff, but I can't do it. It's like the brakes are on at the moment in my head. Like I can't be happy about this new car because I'm sad that I'm letting this car go because it's so reliable. It's helped me so, like, you know, it's never let me down really. And I'll tell you even a story about the last few trips I made with it. Like like the last few trips I made with it was like from my house to my friend's house in Mount Waverley, and it got me there and back no trouble. Um, and the very last trip that I did with it, I think, was I went to Camberwell to buy this massage bed thing, portable massage bed. So I went there, bought the massage bed, and put it in the boot, and it's very heavy, so it was carrying some extra weight. And then as I was coming back home, I had to go back up this steep hill, and the car kind of struggled up there. I think I went like at 40 kilometers per hour going up it, and and then when it got to the lights, the car just kind of died. It stopped, and then I restarted it, and it went again. But I was worried, so I just kind of sat on the side of the road, let the car cool down a bit, and then drove back. So it got me home and everything. And on the last trip back, it was fine up until like I got home, and my sister's boyfriend Jeff, his car was in the driveway, so I didn't drive in, so I parked my car just on the street near my house. And so then when I went to drive it in, it wouldn't start. Like it would start, and as soon as I went drive, it would stop. And so I did that a few times, and I thought, oh no, something's going on. And that's when I realized. And then we called the mechanic, and he said, yeah, I think the gasket's blown, so that's what happened. And so I like the fact that this car got me all the way back home. Like it didn't leave me stranded, you know, in the middle of the road. It didn't stop. You know, it got me home, and then it told me that it couldn't go anymore. You know, so I really like that fact. Yeah, I really like my Corolla a lot. And often I'll see other Corollas that look the same as this one, just a different color. Sometimes they're in the same color, and I always go, "Oh, that's cool. It's good to see them on the road and stuff." I was really hoping that this one would have lasted forever. You know, I really wish I knew a lot about cars, and because you know there's some people that can build cars. You know, they can take a car and put it together, and then I don't know. I wish I could do that. That would be really cool. I would totally, if I could, you know, change the insides of this car and just give the new parts that it needs and stuff, and just keep running it. You know, yeah. I always told people, they go, when are you gonna get a new car? And I go, when it blows up. And it's almost getting to that stage. So yeah. Um, I actually put in the same similar category to like when my dog passed away. You know, that kind of like because even though it's like an inanimate object, but I feel I really like my stuff that you know, like my gadgets and things. I really bond with them, especially a car, something like a car. I've made so many trips with this, had so many memories in this car. Like, in high school, no, not high school, in my uni days, I drove my sister to school a lot. So every morning for many, many years, I would get up in the morning and she'd be sitting here asleep. Maybe we'd have another one of her friends that I was driving to school, you know, in this car, picking her up, same car, you know. I think, when she was learning to drive, like I was showing her how to drive before we started getting an instructor, and it was in this car, so she would have been learning on this car as well. Um, I've been like I do work as a physio, and I work in many. I have in especially in my early years, I did a lot of locum, so I did work in many different suburbs. So like there was like Canterbury, Wanturna South, Sandringham, Glen Waverley, Footscray, Sunshine, Geelong even. I did some days in Geelong and Newport on the other side of town, and I drove to all these jobs, and the car, you know, went with me to like trips to Geelong, and yeah, no troubles at all. Just many, many hours spent in this car. It's awesome, you know, listening to this CD player. Um, yeah, that thing there is my phone holder. It's like a thing that you bend and you put your phone in, like that. Sits in there. My CD player, which I listen to all my soundtracks and stuff on. Yeah, that's the thing. Radio stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I love this car. Lots of good memories in it. So I don't know what else to say except yeah, I'm gonna be very very sad to see this car go. I wish I was like in some ways rich enough to have like a massive garage. You know, there's those rich people, they can just like have 20 cars in their garage or something like that. Um, I wish I could do that. Not no, not to be rich, just but if I was that rich, I would totally not sell this car. I would just leave it in the garage and just have it sit there retired, enjoying being in a garage. Maybe get someone to come fix it so I could just take it for short trips and stuff. I don't know. Or I'd just, yeah, I don't know what I would do, but I would love it if there was a shrink ray or something like that. I could shrink this car to like a tiny matchbox size. I wish I could. If someone could do that, I would totally do it, and then I could just leave it on my table or something, or have it as a keyring to carry with me. I would totally would. Yep. In the same way that like with my old phones, I usually just keep them. Yeah. Yeah, I quite bond with my equipment. What else is there to say? Yeah, I really like my Corolla. Oh yeah, I drove all over the place. Like even to like where was it? Dalesford. I did a weekend learning Reiki in Dalesford, and instead of booking a place to stay, I just drove up there and slept in my car for the weekend. It was so it was cold, and I was just sat in the seat. I don't know if I had a blanket or not. I can't remember. I just slept in it, and it was comfy. I can sleep in this car quite well. This driver's seat, I just pull it back, put down the backrest, and just sleep. Many places I've slept. Like I remember in my job at Sandringham, I used to have 1 hour. I was allowed 1 hour for lunch, so I would come back, and then I think come back with half an hour spare, and just have like a nap for half an hour every time. It was awesome. Yeah, many sleeps I've had in this car. It's awesome. It has a lot of little nuances, like this power windows here. This one, that one. Um, it only most people when it goes down fine, but then pulling it up, everybody can't. Most people can't do it, but because it's my car and I need it to work. I just know how to do it. The way I do it is I pull this and I have my thumb on the plastic here and I pull it up like that and it goes up. Like even when I got it serviced, the mechanic told me it was broken and I was like, oh no, I know how to do it, and he was like, whoa, that's cool. Yeah, I think after a certain amount of time, yeah, people just accepted that I'm just gonna keep this car for ages. They stopped trying to convince me otherwise, I think. Yeah, I'm quite happy. So now, yeah. So what can I do? What can I say about this car? It's just awesome. I love it. Never let me down. Great car. Corollas, I love them. I think that's all I want to say. Yeah, I'm gonna be very, 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 very sorry to see it go. I don't know what else to do with it. Okay, that's it. Goodbye, Corolla. I'll never forget you as my first car. Now I'm talking to a car. I don't know if anyone else in the world understands how I feel. Most people probably don't. But there might be one or two who think about their cars like this. Yeah. I'm gonna say it. Thanks for being such an awesome car. Never letting me down. Always remember you. Yeah. Yep. Favorite car. Alright. Bye. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up the video now, I think. So here I am in the front seat. So last time holding the steering wheel. I don't think I really ever used the horn that much. Yeah, it's never let me down. Good car. I highly recommend Corollas. So, I think that's it for the video, and yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do a video because I know, yeah, I just thought I'd do a video before I don't get the chance to. I know that I'm not sure. I think there might be in the whole world, maybe at least one or two other people that feel this way about their car. I did read today about I just googled like I love my Corolla or something like that, and came up with this story of this woman who loved her Corolla and said she just loves how reliable it is and everything, and even something she said there was 5 reasons why she liked it, and one of the reasons was like she was in an accident where someone rear-ended her and like the whole back was crushed, but she was fine, like she was completely fine, and also the passenger seat at the back was fine as well. So she was basically saying the Corolla basically, it just protected her and stuff like that, which is what a good car should do. Like, yeah, she was fine from it. And also she said one of the things she liked about it was that her little sister got really excited when she got her car, and she said, I'm getting a Corolla just like yours, or something like that. Yeah, so I think that was pretty cool. So there might be two people in the world, me and this other person, who kind of think like this about their cars. Don't think many other people really understand why I wouldn't want to drive a car and not want to change it, but I understand. Oh, Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear has been in my car for a very long time. Sitting for ages in my car. Almost as long as I've had the car. It was like kind of a long time ago. I got like a birthday present for one of my friends, Siv, and also I bought one for my little sister as well. And then I got one for my car as well. This is when the Disney store used to be in Chadstone, and there's no more Disney store anymore. But Pooh in pajamas with bunny feet. Like, yeah, I bought it as a present, and I thought I need one as well. So cool. So Pooh's been in this car for a long, long time, which is kind of good because I can take Pooh out of the car and keep Pooh, and he can sit in my new car as like the representative from this car. So, basically that's it. I think I can't really think of anything else. I think that's all I will say. If I think of anything else, I'm going to add it anyways.